What's going on, y'all? This your boy Hype Fan Eagle representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. Shout out to my first time viewers. Shout out to my last time viewers. Shout out to the people that's viewing this video, whether religiously or in passing, man. I'm waiting for my boy Hype Fan Jers to come up here. He will be up here shortly. And this is the raw recap, man. This is strictly the raw recap, man. I'm in my car because I didn't feel like waking my kids up, going upstairs and everything. So I'm doing this in my car right now. This is the raw recap, man. You know, the game just got finished. The score was 34-27. Um, Honestly, my whole opinion is like if it wasn't for DeAndre Swift and if it wasn't for Brian Johnson making a quick adjustment, because whatever he had coming out, like his whole game plan was just trash, trash. So that adjustment to actually rely on a run, because there wasn't anything downfield really. You know what I mean? Other than the two passes to Smitty downfield and one for a touchdown, there wasn't really anything downfield. Quez Watkins was out during the game, so OZ got some playing time. Really didn't, he probably had like a target. Um, AJ Brown only had 4 targets. I'm not sure how many Smitty had, but Smitty ended up with a long touchdown. They got my boy right there. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Smitty ended up having a long touchdown. I'm basically summarizing the game before I give my full opinion on everything.
all right.
Jalen Hurts, pretty much dinking and dunking. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't really nothing down the field like that.
Yeah,
Oh, the defense side of the ball. Shout out to the defensive line for dominating for majority of the game. You know what I'm saying? Without that, I feel like we would have been in a complete hole because matter of fact, fuck the overall. Let's just give it up. This is the raw recap, man. This ain't like a real recap. This is a raw recap. We're gonna give our individual recaps tomorrow and Saturday and stuff like that. This is a raw recap. Let me put it like this. Brian Johnson is trash. This is my 100th time saying that. He trash. We miss Shane Steichen because of his creativity. We just miss
yeah,
that. You know what I'm saying? Sean Desai, um, he called the okay defense. He called the okay defense. You know what I mean? That secondary is trash. I'm tired of Avante Maddox. He can't stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? We missing a lot of people, man, especially defensively. Offensively, I don't know what's going on. Man, Brian Johnson game plan is just and then on top of that, he can't even convert anything in the red zone. Nothing. Like his play calling in the red zone is trash. Like he just trash. Period, man. What you think, man? Like what you think?
yeah. I'm gonna capitalize everything you said. I agree. Only thing I will probably sauce up a little bit is going to the defense side. I give the side a little bit of benefit of doubt because of the key people we missing,
Yeah,
and on that side, we missing a lot. Then you had the rookie coming up making rookie mistakes on the back end and everything. So I give him a little bit. He did a good enough that they stopped the Vikings a lot of times, and they did enough. It's just that going right back to the Brian Johnson, he couldn't capitalize on how many stops we had in the beginning. We had so
hmm
many that game. We should have been up way more. It should have been a blowout game. Honestly, like
it
it
should
should
have
have.
been a
And
blowout. Yeah,
I didn't think it was going to be a blowout, which is not was a blowout, but it should have been a blowout game though. But he, like you said, it just his schemes and what he's dialing in the beginning is like, yo, this is the whole new team. You got to come up creativity. You got to come up with a whole different game plan. Stop yeah, we know Hurts got the footwork, but you gotta, you gotta four play that in.
yeah,
You can't just come ramming it in. You gotta full play it. You
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
take time and step. You gotta get the defense off their toes first, get them wondering. You can't come in off the back, Hurts running, Hurts this and that. RPOs and do you nah man, you gotta mix it up.
Yeah.
They already on to that. They know what you do. So and I mean I like that he started to see like, yo, man, my game plan ain't working. So he went into the run. He went to the run
Mhm.
game,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
he like, I'm gonna let Swift and his run scheme only worked because Swift, he did a phenomenal job of
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
phenomenal job of reading the pockets, reading the linemen, the blockers, and finding holes and finding his own lane. He did a phenomenal job. They did that. Well, I'm gonna say this one thing, and I'm gonna let you continue. Rashawn Pitty, you got to step up a little bit. He was
Yeah.
okay, but he got to step up a
Yeah.
little bit, and he got to get his blocking and call because he cost us with that
That. Yeah. Yeah.
that penalty and all
That
that. But
penalty.
he got to step up a little because when he got in, it was like, I'm running a little slow down a little bit. I don't know, maybe because it was a coincidence, they just got on it. But yeah, like I agree with you when it comes to Brian Johnson. Like he's showing. Yeah, let's he fix something going. It's the second game. Let's he fix something in the season. But right now, he's playing trash. He's calling trash,
He
and that's
trash,
his
bro.
way.
And only reason Rashad Penny got any playing time because Boston Scott went into the medical tent. He was being evaluated for a concussion. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, the
yeah,
concussion. So
yeah.
that was the only reason. Other than that, when Boston Scott was toting the ball, he was toting the ball very well. You know what I mean?
Yup,
Right,
yup,
right
yup.
along with
With
DeAndre
Swift.
Swift. I want to say with DeAndre Swift, the difference between him and Miles Sanders was Miles Sanders couldn't read his block. DeAndre Swift
Yeah,
was patient enough to read his block
his
and
block.
go right
Yup,
to the hole. Like
yup.
it was phenomenal. And I feel like this, right? If Kenny Gainwell would have got that start tonight, I don't think we would have been up. I don't think that
Nah,
we
yeah, I
would
will
have
be real with you.
wore
Yeah,
down the
yeah,
defense the way we wore down that defense when
yup,
we was running the ball.
yup.
We took time, but like our time of possession, I think was like 36 minutes to their like 18 minutes or something like that. Like
Yup,
we took
yup.
time off the clock once we started running the ball. I believe if Kenny Gainwell was there, I don't think we would have. I don't think we would have won.
Nah. I'm right with you. I'm right with you. I don't
You
think
know what I'm
either.
saying? Did you
Yeah.
see the argument between Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown on the sideline?
I saw AJ Brown say something. I didn't see it as an argument, but I saw you talking about when he threw that pass play to him, and
Nah,
it
it
was
was on the
interrupt.
sideline when AJ Brown and
I
Jalen
didn't
Hurts
see
was
that. I
pretty
didn't see
much,
that.
yeah, yeah. It was a viral clip going around. AJ Brown pretty much was frustrated, like yo, like he want the ball, and Jalen Hurts was over there like, I got you, yo, just be patient, I got you. And AJ Brown like just shoved them off and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just shoved them off, and this is what a lot of people like. I know, with the competitive nature and everything, like a lot of these wide receivers want the ball, but you gotta go game by game cases. Like, not every game Jalen Hurts is going to be able to air out the ball.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's gonna be
yeah,
it's gonna be games where you gonna get way more targets than Smitty, or both of y'all gonna get way more targets than It might be a passing game instead of a running game. It's gonna be games like that. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So I understand the frustration of you not getting that many targets, but you gotta take what come. You gotta take what come with it. You know what I mean? Like we winning the
yeah,
ball game, and if put it like this, you know how many times Jalen Hurts dropped back tonight and wasn't able to throw the ball downfield because they was
yeah,
covered.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So if the offensive coordinator got to switch it up, I'm like, okay, cool, nothing is working. We have to run the ball. If that worked, then you got to stick with it, man. You can't get
yeah,
frustrated because
yeah,
you're not getting
yeah.
the ball. What you think about that? I wish I could have put the clip in here, man. Um when we done with the raw recap, once you do your real recap in between that time, watch that clip. I'm gonna try to share it to you on Twitter, or you can
Okay.
find it on YouTube or
Oh,
something. Watch that clip and then
yeah,
come back
I
with your
got you.
real recap.
I
Yeah.
got you. No, no, no. I feel you. I feel exactly what you're saying. That's just a common thing that we already know when it comes to these wide receivers. The frustration because they always want to show what they could do. They always want to get their stacks and just be involved in the game. But sometimes it's gonna be on some games that you're not gonna be involved in. Look at Gotta Gotta. Dallas got a last game. He ain't get no reps. He ain't get nothing. I ain't see him complain not one time. It just one of those games, like you said, like you sometimes a game don't calls for a certain wide receiver because of what the defense is giving them. Like this game, the defense gave us Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Just because of the plays and the formation and the matchup, who was
Yeah.
matching up with Devontae Smith. And it just that's how I get it, and and I'm glad that even though Hurts is getting better step by step each game, because I feel like we we wasn't too bad, but we wasn't great still either. But I feel like
Mhm.
we looked at on the offensive side, we looked at a little bit more better than we looked at when we played the Patriots. So that's baby steps. At least we taking little steps. It need to be cleaned up a lot more, especially with Brian Johnson. But yeah, like I'm glad that Hurst is it's a kind of got a level headed and a kind of leadership mindset for to not allow that to knock them unfocused. Because a lot of
Mhm.
time what these receivers could be like that, they could frustrate and interrupt a quarterback focus because now the quarterback is like, he want the
He's
ball,
gonna
hurt
try
the
to force
ball.
the ball to him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And
yeah,
now
yeah.
he's trying to eye you down and he's trying to lock on you because he want to give it to you. But the defense is seeing that. Next thing you know, it's a pick. It's one of those Dak Prescott type situation where he's locking on receivers too much. And now it's an interception that going on. Like, he already threw one interception. He's not trying to do another interception. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
AJ Brown I hope he calmed down. He realized that after the game. But like you're not going to be every game is not you're not going to be seen and active in every game for the whole season. That's impossible. It's going to happen. So
That's a
yeah,
fact.
I
Now,
agree.
listen, as much as I say Brian Johnson is trash, a lot of people got to remember that this is a whole new system that Jalen Hurts and everybody else on the offensive side of the ball got to get used to. It's a whole
Yeah,
new
yep,
system.
yep,
So,
yep,
and like you said, we taking baby steps, and you know what I mean. We just trying to figure this thing out. Like her said, man, we just trying to figure out our new identity. We just can't
yep,
dwell on last year. Last year is last year. You know what I mean? So
yep,
this a whole different team, whole different system, whole different offensive and defensive coordinators and everything like that. So we just trying to find our identity as a team. He still
yeah,
is trash so far. I'm not gonna
yeah,
say
yeah, 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 yeah.
overall, but I'm
So
saying
far,
so
yeah,
far he still is trash. But I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, the fact that this is his first time, being an
yeah,
offensive coordinator
yep,
and
yep,
actually, calling plays and everything like that. You know what I mean? On an NFL level, I should say it like that. On an
yeah.
NFL level, I think
Like
he
right,
done it at he was with Dak Prescott at in college for a little bit. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Coaching him
yeah,
up and everything.
yep,
Um, how do you feel about wait. Before we get to anything else, it's some key injuries that happened. Jalen I mean Jordan Davis had went in a medical tent. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
oh,
Quez Watkins went in the medical tent early.
yep,
You know what I mean? Bum ass, soft ass, Avante Matt. Avante Maddox, bro. I think I think it's a wrap for him, son.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't, thank God that we drafted a player like Sidney Brown. I wish I could have saw him a lot more
yeah.
tonight. You know what I mean? But Avante Maddox, man, like I just think that after this season, man, his time might be up in Philly, bro. I'm not
Yeah,
even gonna
yeah. I
lie.
was on the off season. I thought that they let it go, but I was surprised that he came back. I'm like, oh, they bring him back. I hopefully he do something. But how he's starting out, he's just starting out the same old, being out injuries and not
Getting
being so much of
scorched.
consistent. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know. So I don't know, man, but that we need to get in that position. Like we need a next man up type of mentality when it comes to these DBs,
Especially
man.
with the running back position. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I mean, we can't listen. DeAndre Swift had an amazing, phenomenal night tonight, but we need another backup to actually like you said. Rashad Penny gonna have to just step up because right now, Kenny Gainwell dealing with a rib injury. Boston Scott went concussion protocol. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
what I saw a little bit out of Rashad Penny, it just wasn't enough. You know, he kind of looked slow in the backfield a little
Yeah,
bit. I'm
yeah,
not gonna lie.
yeah,
He
yeah,
looked slow getting a handoff and everything like that. Nicholas Monroe had a good game tonight. You know what I mean? He
yeah,
did a good job filling in that linebacker position. I like him. Justin Evans at the safety spot. He was just like he was all over the place and not in a good way. You know what I mean? I mean,
yeah, yeah,
he had a couple of plays, but majority of the time, man, we need somebody. We need a linebacker that can guard these tight ends, bro. Like yo,
Yeah,
these tight ends
exactly,
be
exactly.
kicking, yo.
They kicking, they is kicking. Like,
How you feel about some of these replacement players, like a Josh Jobe or a Justin Evans? You know what I mean, or
don't
a Nicholas Monroe and everything. Like, how you feel?
don't get me started on the first name, Josh Job, man. I'm like, what was he doing, yo?
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, he got out there like he didn't. Did they put him in practice or anything or with these plays? It was like he was confused on his role or what to do.
He's him.
Like,
Mario Goodrich was confused.
yeah, like if they get enough active in practice, is Nick Sirianni just focused on the starters in practice? Like, 'cause I know he's not, but that's just how it seems. Like
Yeah,
what's going on with these rotation in the back end? Like, so with him, I don't, wasn't at all, not 1% impressed with what he did.
hmm
Being the next man up, he didn't show that he could be the next man up. Nicholas, I like a little enough. I think he's still Nicholas. He still could step it up a little bit. I didn't hear too much about don't know too much about the other guy you named. But
Oh, Mario Goodrich.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
pretty much was in the draft class last year with Josh Jobe. You know what I mean? Mario Goodrich was just damn what's that phrase? A daring headlights, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
yeah, yeah,
It was pin a tail on a donkey with him and Josh Jobe. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Like they was getting cooked. They was getting cooked, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
They was getting cooked. I like what I saw out of the linebackers, but you know what I mean. Just guarding that tight end, bro. Like they was like I said, yo. If it wasn't for our defensive front, we would have got cooked.
That's facts. Yeah,
That's just what
facts.
it is, bro.
Yeah.
Our defensive
But yo,
front was
I
just
yo, not to cut you off, I was saying that to you. I was like, yo, I feel like our defensive line gonna be able to get in. Why? Because it's drier. They can be able to sit. They can be able to be more athletic. And I just felt like they O line, the Vikings O line, pass protection is weaker than Patriots pass protection. And
yeah,
and I and that's why I knew we was gonna get in. But you was right too on the back end. So
yeah,
you both
yeah,
was right. I,
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
I was knew we was gonna get in, but sometimes you gonna get that ball out, and when
Yeah,
that ball got out, like what you was pointing out, we was weak in the back end, like, and that's what happened, like we both was spitting off, we was both was saying all facts though, man.
that's a fact. Okay, so we gonna do this, right? This is the raw recap. So these letter grades is not our official letter grades. These are our unofficial letter grades until we, do our own recap and
Yeah,
everything. So give a grade for um 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 give a grade for Jalen Hurts tonight.
Jalen Hurts, I would say he's still in that C. He
C
didn't
plus.
move
Yeah,
from
about a
he
C
went
plus,
from a
right?
C minus to C plus.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's
C
what I
C
say.
plus. C
C
plus.
minus to a C plus.
Offense overall.
Offensive overall, I would say because the running game came in, I like that. I say B minus because I like that the running game looked a little bit good with
Yeah,
Swift. Like, so it seemed like they find something with him. That's the
yeah,
only reason why I bumped him up to from a C to a B minus is because I like that what they find in Swift and the type of blockers that
hmm
how they was blocking and then how he find his lane. So that's the only reason why I gave it a B9 because I feel like that we found something in that running game with Swift. So and we maintained it and we took time possession and we ran that ball and we just took over by running it. So
yeah,
I think that gave us on our offense side because of the running game a B minus, but I don't know, like that's how I look at it. I know you probably I don't know you probably
yeah.
would say a C plus again
Yeah,
or
I
B
was gonna say,
minus.
see, a B minus is a luxurious C plus. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
gonna say C plus, man, because without Swift, man, I don't know where we'll be at. I ain't gonna even lie. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I just don't know, man. I'm gonna say C plus, man. Defense. Now I can get a defense a B minus.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it been plenty of times when we actually held these guys, and on top of that, we got a couple of turnovers also, which is major. You know what I mean? Which is major on the defense. How do you feel? What letter grade you get a defense?
I get the defense a B. I get a defense like a B plus.
A B
Only
plus?
because
Okay.
yeah, just because like you said, just the effects of how O line did. I mean, I think I said O line, excuse me. How D line did, how we came in with
Hmm.
that pressure. Jalen Carter, he's showing his thing. Like yo,
Yeah, yeah.
he like more than Nolan Smith. Like I know I'm not even hitting Nolan Smith that really much, but
Yeah, I think
Jalen
Nolan
Carter is
Smith
making
right now is on special teams. I know I didn't see him on the field. I could be mistaken. If y'all seen
yeah.
him on the field, let me know. But I seen him on like special teams or something like that.
Yeah, okay. But yo, Jalen Carter making his name, Jordan Davis coming in there, Sweat still being active. You know, Cox is still being that guy, like, but like, yo, I give it because of that reason. And I mean, cornersbacks like Slay, he made a few good, no good stops, but Jefferson was Jefferson was all out. Jefferson was on Slay. I'm sorry, like
Yeah, yeah,
Jefferson
yeah.
was a little bit better, doing better on Slay. Like Slay's still that guy, but he was getting messed up with a lot of those routes that Jefferson he was
Yeah.
kind of almost getting penalties because of him grabbing him a little bit, like
What I could say with that is see with the cornerback position it's kind of hard keeping up with somebody that got forward momentum and then you backpedaling, so it's a little bit
yeah,
more
yeah.
harder in that aspect. Yeah, he got sauced up tonight, but it wasn't so bad to the point where that resulted in a lot of other things opening for their
No, no,
offense, you
no.
know what I
But
mean?
that's why I said it
Yeah,
again. I think he made some key stops. He
yeah,
was he
yeah,
was
yeah,
he
yeah.
was good enough. But I just saw, like you say, he was getting a little sauced up,
Yeah,
like
yeah, he was getting sauced up.
But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. He was
but
getting sauced up.
he made some little key stops and all that. But that's like you said. I mainly give us that grade because our defensive line did a phenomenal job. Our
Yeah.
defensive line held it down, and that's what we
Hmm.
was hoping on. That's what we was like, yo, our defensive line is going to have to help our back end, like, and that's where we want to be.
Yeah.
So that's the grade I
I
get.
feel like on that Jalen Hurts interception though, we about to wrap this up in a minute. I mean that Jalen Hurts interception, he had a Dallas Goddard that was wide open in the corner, and then he forced
Yeah,
it to Smitty, which resulted in an interception. But if he just would have just went through his other read, went through his progressions, and turned to a safety man right there, he wouldn't have got that interception. You know what I mean? He wouldn't have threw
yeah,
that
yeah,
interception right there. You know what I mean? So this is the raw recap, man. We'll be back next week, you know what I mean, together, you know what I mean? He gonna give his individual recap throughout the week and whatever he see.
yep,
I'm gonna do the
yep.
same thing, man, and we're gonna keep this ball rolling, man. We're gonna keep this ball rolling. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all subscribe to us, man. If y'all got anything else to say, please leave it in the comments. We will respond to the comments, man. That's what we do. We get back to the people. We respond to the comments. Please make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to this broadcast. You already know, man. It's your boy Hype Fan Eagle, representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. That's your boy Hype Fan Jers right there. We in the building, man. Gang.
Bird game.